Good evening, gang. It's Chris Angel coming at you with another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. So let's dive into POV, or point of view. So in marketing, it's important that your message kind of pierce through the noise, right? Everybody nowadays is posting content. And so that's just the nature of it. And that is the environment to market in, right? Now, interestingly, 98% of people don't trust what they read on the internet. Isn't that funny? Like, we're all on the internet, we're all on social media, and 98% of us don't trust what we see on the internet. Interesting. So that being said, that's not completely true in the sense that there are some people we trust, some people we follow on the internet, and then the rest of the internet, we're kind of like, I don't know. I don't believe it. So why is that? Why do we believe a handful of people? Why do we trust a handful of people online and distrust everybody else? It's because those people have a POV. They have a point of view about something, and that point of view resonates with us. So you can start to see, if we distill this down, that your ability to connect and create trust is going to distill down to you having a point of view. So when you think about your content, when you think about your marketing then what? Needs to communicate that point of view, okay? So here's the good news for you. To some degree, you already have a point of view. You have a point of view about something, and it's your job to figure out what point of view will connect with me over here. Now, you can make this surfacey. I mean, I don't want to say surfacey, but like sports. You could have a point of view about sports, and that may attract other sports fans, right? You might choose to go deeper and have a point of view about parenting. You might have a point of view about health and fitness. You might have a point of view about business. But do you see, like, you have some conviction, you have a particular way that you see the world, and that is what you're going to want to use or start to work into your marketing. If all you ever do, guys, is market benefits and features of your product or service, we get no sense of your point of view, right? If all you ever share on Facebook is what you had for lunch, we don't get a sense of your point of view. If you just document your life and don't tell us what you noticed about your life, we don't get a sense of your point of view. It is your point of view that pierces through the noise that lets me know whether I want to follow you or not, whether I want to interact and engage with you or not. So, right, here's the challenge. Let's start with the problem. The problem is that there's a lot of noise, right? The problem is that you, look, if we want to get real about this, a lot of times you, meaning us, start to feel like, what do we have to say? What am I going to say that's any different than somebody else? Or what am I going to say that somebody values? And that's valid, right? In the sense that, like, is there anything new, really? Like, do you really have anything new to say that hasn't already been said? So what's the point? But see, that mindset in marketing kills your marketing. What you have to start to consider the possibility, if that's the problem, consider that the possibility is that nobody is saying what you have to say like you. Nobody's saying it like you would say it, right? Guys, this is the power of relationship. See, we're past the information age. The information age has been here and gone. We're past that now. So it's not about whether you're saying something brand new. That's already been done. If you're trying to have marketing that says something brand new, you're out of luck. We've already been there and done that. What we're looking for now in the tribal economy, see, we're past the information age and we're now into the tribal economy. And what we want in the tribal economy is connection. And so your ability to communicate your point of view creates connection. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for something unique and original. We're looking for something authentic and real. See, that is what we're trying to create. And what's possible when you speak from what is authentic and real, is you can have relationship, watch this, you can have relationship at scale. Do you get that? What I just said is huge. You can have relationship at scale. We don't tend to think of relationship as something you can scale, right? You have to have like coffee meetings and one-on-one meetings and all these things to build relationship. But the reality is, and I've seen this, the reality in the tribal economy is that you can have relationship at scale through your content. And the only way your content actually creates that connection is through your point of view. So you have to start to figure out that point of view. You need to find your point of view and you need to bring that into your content, right? Thank you, William. William says, Chris, I like the way you frame your marketing ideas. Yes, thank you. Well, listen, that's my point of view, isn't it? Right? When I speak to you on social media about marketing, I am sharing with you what life has taught me and the ideas and the thoughts that I have distilled about marketing with you. That's my point of view. And that's perfect, William, that's perfect because that is an example. William, I've never met you. And here we are having an interaction, an exchange, right? And it's because I'm sharing my point of view and you resonate with that point of view. Guys, this is the power of social media or content marketing in this day and age. But it's not about, guys, here's another problem. This is why outsourcing your content marketing doesn't work. Because most outsourcing is somebody else saying something for you. But the problem is what they say doesn't sound like you. Or, said another way, what they're saying is their point of view, not your point of view. Guys, the only way to outsource your content in this day and age is to capture your point of view and have somebody else restate it. This is what we do with our marketing agency is we actually interview clients, record it, turn it into a show, and then we can repurpose that through splintered content, social posts, etc. But when we create content for the client, it's coming from what the client originally said. It's coming from the client's point of view. But most marketing agencies or most entrepreneurs, when they outsource their marketing, they're outsourcing the marketing of it, the execution of it, and what they don't realize that they're abdicating, what they don't realize that they're outsourcing is their point of view. In other words, your point of view doesn't actually get communicated. So let's talk about let's talk about the principle of it. The principle of it, though, is a relationship. Like point of view is what creates relationship at scale. Okay, so let's talk about the production of this now. So the production of it is going to simply be this. It's going to come down to you creating your content. You need to capture what it is you have to say to the world about the thing that really matters to you. And some guys, listen to this really closely. Sometimes the thing that matters to you in the world, in other words, the thing you have a point of view about, is not always the same thing as how you make money. Okay, my background is real estate. I've seen some real estate agents popping on this Facebook Live, right? So let's just use that as an example, right? How you make money as a real estate agent, maybe selling a home. But that is not necessarily how you're going to, that's not exactly your point of view that's going to create relationship at scale. Your point of view about real estate will not necessarily create relationship at scale. It is how you make money, but it's not what connects me to you through your content marketing. Is there a time and place for you to market your real estate services or what you know about real estate? Sure, of course. Of course there is. But especially in real estate, and real estate's a unique animal because the buying cycle is every 7 to 9 years. But for 7 to 9 years, your ability to create relationship at scale is not going to be about what you listed, what you sold, or the real estate statistics this month. Your ability to create connection is going to come down to your point of view about something that matters to us over here for 7 to 9 years when we're not in the cycle of buying or selling a home. Now, I'm using real estate as an example, but you can substitute whatever it is you sell for the same conversation, right? Point of view is what creates relationship at scale. And ultimately, as a human, interested in human things, real estate is a transaction. Now, there are things that happen around a home, like the raising of kids. Awesome. Do you have a perspective on the raising of kids? That point of view would actually create relationship at scale. Do you have a POV about homeschool? Do you have a POV about private school or public school? Do you have a POV about marriage? Do you have a POV? Do you get it? Like, those are the conversations that are going to create relationship at scale. And then what you sell is saved for later down the funnel when people are actually ready or considering to do the thing that you sell. So the problem is, let's revisit this real quick. The problem is that some of you are not clear on your point of view, or you've been marketing from not your point of view. You've been marketing from your product or your service, or you know that you need to get in the game of marketing, and so you just start going live or posting about random stuff, and there's no point of view embedded in your content. That's the problem. The possibility, though, is that if you could find your point of view, you could create relationship at scale. And you can extrapolate out what happens financially for you when you start to create relationship at scale. I mean to the tune of hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people who want to consume your content because they appreciate your point of view. That's what's possible. And the principle behind all of that, right, is relationship. That point of view creates or identifies that you're somebody I would like to have a relationship with. And because I don't know you, the easiest way for me to create that relationship with you is to consume your content. In fact, that is how we establish relationship digitally these days. We find somebody who we like what they say and we consume their content until such a time that they invite us further into relationship with them through something like an opt-in, an email list, an event, a service, a product, right? So that is the principle of this is relationship, right? And the production of it, like what we need to do with it is to just start creating content that has that point of view, and it has it around something that matters to you, that also matters to me. That is what you and I then get to share in common, right? This show, Marketing for the Rest of Us, that's what this is called, Marketing for the Rest of Us. That's what I called this show. Because I have a point of view about marketing, and those of you that choose to watch it, you have an interest in marketing. Like, what's he going to say about marketing? That, between you and I, is something we share in common. And some of you will like what I have to say, and some of you won't. And the ones that do will stick around because you want to hear what I have to say next. And through this exchange, this interaction, you and I are building relationship, even though I don't actually know you. Some of you I know, right? Hey, there's Chris, right? Chris Chavez says, agreed. I make real life relationships with people because I consume their content. Right, because you consume their content. Isn't that it, right? That is relationship at scale. And so, gang, here is the plan. Let's create a plan for this, right? The production of it is you need to just go start creating content with your point of view attached to it. Now, here's the plan. Look, the plan could be as simple as you going live, like I'm doing right now, every day. Every day. That will challenge you. Some of you, that will really push you. But here's what I've discovered, that when you have the point of view, it's actually not as hard as it seems. If you don't have a point of view, this is a really good principle, actually. If you don't have a point of view, then you're kind of left with like, I'm supposed to go live today. I'm supposed to check that box, but I don't really know what to say. That doesn't happen when you've identified your point of view about something that matters to you, right? Marketing matters to me. I love marketing. I've studied marketing for years and years, right? I love it because I feel like it is a way to meet other people that have something in common. And not just meet them, but it's a way for you to have a self-expression or a platform to say what you really want to say to the world. I love marketing for that. So you also consider this. You also have a topic in your life that really matters to you. You already have it. You don't have to go find it. You already have it. And you just need to start to look for, what do you believe about it? And then you need to share from that place. And then what I would recommend in terms of executing this or a plan for this is to just start experimenting with that on a daily basis through a post. You could do it through writing. Writing's okay. I'm going to suggest that at some point you need to graduate to video because video creates better relationship. You can scale relationship better with video than you can with writing. And video is more flexible. You can repurpose it in multiple ways. Okay? So, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm going to let you go. Again, I'll say the same thing I said yesterday's episode. If you're going to do a video, I would love for you to tag me in it so that I can high-five you and champion you on your path to getting your important work in the world. Okay? So if you do go live or if you do create a post with video, please tag me. You can tag me in it. Okay? I want to see that you're up to something, and I want to support you in that. All right, gang, that's it for tonight. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Until then, here's to your point of view.